Welcome back, Leo. How are you doing today? How have you been? This will be your mid-month, July 2020 ASMR. Crystal scrying. So this month I have MERLINITE, also could be called Dendritic Opal. You can see it's a little bit transparent and a little bit opaque, and it has these beautiful mossy fingers weaving through it. I won't be using any crystal scrying oil this month. What do I need to tell Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July 2020? Well, some of you are going to be having birthdays, so happy birthday to you, all of you Leo sun signs out there. Leo rising. You're going to be getting into a car like an Uber or something, and the driver's going to be telling you this crazy story about, oh, I was just in this really bad car crash and like I had to get a new car or something like that. And you're going to be like, ugh, should I get in this Uber right now? Leo rising. Leo would be in the first house of beginnings. And then, let's see, your 8th house of death, sex, and other people's money. That's going to be your 8th and 9th houses. So then 12th house Cancer, 11th house Gemini, 10th house Taurus, 9th house Aries, and 8th house Pisces. So look at your 8th and 9th houses, which would be Pisces and Aries. Look at what placements you might have there relating to travel and other people's resources. Uber faction. Are any of you like Uber or Lyft drivers? I feel like there's some kind of, like, you guys are unionizing or something. I haven't heard anything about that on the news, but hearing something about like an Uber faction. Maybe like there's going to be a unionization of rideshare drivers. Which is interesting because it's like this kind of, there was already established service in taxis, right? And they have all these regulations and stuff like that. And then Uber and Lyft sprung up as a reaction to that. And because like taxis being able to charge, you know, whatever they want, but then the taxi drivers are also like, well, there's all this other expense tied up in what we have to do as taxi drivers that Uber and Lyft drivers don't have to do. So it's really interesting legal-wise. So I get the sense that for some of you, and I really feel like it's Leo rising, so then maybe like your 10th house, which would be Taurus, which would also be, Taurus also governs the house of possessions. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that there's something like that going on for some of you specifically, which is weird because, I mean, I'm sure people of all astrological signs drive for rideshare services, but this is the first message I'm getting about that. What else do I need to tell Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July of 2020? Get out there. Get out there into the wilderness. I know that to a certain extent, a lot of people are going on more camping trips and going to do more like outdoor type activities. So if you have the opportunity to do that, I think you should in July. Definitely. And yeah. Make sure that you're, wearing face coverings and using safety precautions, because a lot of these outdoor spaces are going to be kind of crowded, and you should still be observing social distancing. If you're in America, a lot of other people around the world are not having exactly the same problems that we're having here. But definitely just, know where you are and be aware of your surroundings is good advice anytime you leave your house. What else do I need to tell Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July? I'm hearing August too, because a lot of you are going to have birthdays in August, so this is going to kind of like cover into August, but I will also be doing, the tarot readings at the beginning of next month. But some of this probably will kind of spill over. I'm going to be reading for somebody specifically. Well, yeah, I already know about that. No, you don't know about this. Okay. So maybe somebody who's a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising is going to be winning the reading giveaway or ordering a reading. But I want to know more about what's actually going to happen for their birthday. It's going to be for their birthday. Oh, cool. Okay. And what else is going on? It's swim season. I'm sure some of you have access to swimming pools or the ocean. And I have to be honest, it can be a little difficult to keep the general messages separate from my own messages when it comes to the crystal scrying at the beginning, at the middle of the month. What are you working on, Leo? I feel like there's something that you're working on that fits right in with swim season. Some of you might be working on a bathing suit, whether you're making a bathing suit for yourself or like doing a swimwear line, possibly. But you're going to be getting out there and possibly doing like a swimsuit photo shoot. And it's all going to be tied in together. Get out there and do it. So I'm hearing like just get out there and do it. And don't be too held back. You know, be smart about it, but don't be like obsessive and feel like you can't leave your house at all. Because that isn't like, I mean, ideally you're going to be leaving your house as little as possible, but you know, it's possible to also go out and do things and not have it be a huge problem, as long as you're just, you know, being smart about it. You can do a photo shoot and have it not be a huge deal. And like another thing you can do is go on to Google Maps. You can look up places on Google Maps and you can see the little bar a lot of times for places. They'll have a little graph for different times of day, and they'll show you like when the peaks are of visitors. So you can look at those too. I use that a lot. It's not just the swimwear line. It's like there's a whole branding issue tied up with it. Like, I know that I've been feeling like this too, where you don't want to put things out during this time and then have whatever it is that you're doing be heavily associated with this particular period in history. So I can understand not wanting to fall into that, but I think in this particular case, like I said, it's something to do with the ocean or like a photo shoot or swimwear line. It's like a very summary activity, and you were planning to do this before everything happened. So you've been like building up to this for a long time. And I am hearing like, go ahead, go out and do it. Because I think that there are going to be ways for you to get this project moving forward that won't be misaligned with what's happening in the world right now. It can be very difficult to strike that balance. But I think that there's something that you should just go ahead and go out there and do it. What else do I need to know for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? April to August. There's a project that's been going on, and it's supposed to be like an April to August type thing. And so maybe you are trying to get everything wrapped up by August, and are you having issues with things? There's some personnel stuff going on, and it's kind of because of COVID-19, but these are issues that you would have been having anyway. So this could even go back to like the Uber situation. I feel like for some of you, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I'm not getting anything more specific than that. Some project, an April to August project, and because of like personnel issues, either not being able to retain people or, you know, having people not do what you've been asking them to do. And I get that you're not really able to pay them very much right now, but it's the kind of thing where if you're really able to get this going, it has the potential to make a lot more money. But it's tough to find people because you aren't going to be able to, like, compensate them well right off the bat. And because of everything else that's going on, people are not really... Some people are able to have more leisure time and some people are not. So, yeah, it's just like the rules have shifted a little bit for everything and everybody. But I think overall things are not as different as they seem. A lot of things were going on before and were kind of just being ignored, and now they can't be ignored. So it's not like those things weren't issues before, it's just that now it's obvious that they're issues. So, health insurance too. Like, I think that some people are like needing jobs right now where they have health insurance. And so even if you're able to say, like, I'll pay you $350 for a day of work, and yeah, because especially like with rideshare services, I think you're expected to have like your own insurance and everything like that. So I don't know if Uber and Lyft provide any kind of insurance, subsidized insurance for drivers. So that might be something that's going on right now for some of you. But I don't know too much about that. I've never driven for a ride-sharing service, so I don't know how it works. What else do I need to tell Leo? Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July. I think that's about it. I think I covered everything. But, if you will look right here for me. Sounds like everything's going to be going pretty good for you this month for your birthday. Just get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Just get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Look right here for me. Get out there and do it. Just get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Just get out there and do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And inhale. Hold. And let go. And inhale. Hold. And let go. And inhale. Hold. And let go. Great. Thank you so much for joining me this month, Leo. I hope you have an awesome birthday. and that you're able to explore all these things that your heart desires to their fullest. Have a great month, and I'll see you again very, very soon.